backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Into the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. He wants to throw. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He'll take a shot. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The aerial assault continues. He's not afraid to go deep. And the pass is intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be 1st down for this offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're bringing heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it. Floating away. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long. And into the end zone he goes. Offense set on 1st down. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Makes his man miss. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. To the air, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the...
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars. 1st down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Dances away to buy time. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Pass interference. Defense.
Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover, give up the yardage, it'll be 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Wazoo! On 1st down, here comes this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
The pass on first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
26. That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking the shot. And it's hauled in at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Using his feet to buy time. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's
just destroying his way through the field. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. They'll throw it on 1st down. Makes the catch. Touchdown. The offense set for a 1st down play. He's gonna pass. He's got it. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Washington State going quickly. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Tipped at the line, and it's intercepted. Touchdown, New Mexico! A great return. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse. He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the 4th.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And they're going to put it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Direct snap. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. What a night he's putting together, and that grab was just spectacular.
And there's just something about night games. You sit in your hotel room all day and you dream about the moment. The crowd's going even crazier than normal, and he is having himself a wonderful night.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Back to throw, it's Mateer. They're trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football.
Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon, Reser Stadium, home to the Beavers, and you better get used to the sound of chainsaws as the fans here have been ready for this clash since early this morning. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Freeman. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Washington State Cougars offense takes the field for the first time today. And this guy feels like a throwback. Back in the day, the running backs were always the stars. This guy fits that mold.
And he can do a lot of different things, too. He's not a one-trick pony. This guy can tote the rock. He can catch the ball. He can block. We might even see him throw the ball in this game. This is a jack of all trades.
After that last completion, it's second down. Off play action. Getting some heat. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. And to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He's got it. He got a foot down along.
By the receiver.
Line, you know what it takes to make a throw like that. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington State.
Touchdown, Washington State.
You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon State's offense will go to work for the first time today. And you'd better be sharp throwing the football to the outside, Jesse, because both of these teams have lock-up corners.
And they're really good at baiting you into throwing their way as well. You got to be careful. And, David, I like these guys, too, because they're not afraid to get their face in the fan and support the run game.
No doubt. And it's fun because when you're a defense and you can shut down half the field, you can do so many different things to give other guys help because you trust these guys on an island outside.
Quarterback extends the play, trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. This offense has a 2nd down play. Dropping back, it's McCoy. Quick completion on the out route. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Looking to move it through the air. He'll throw it. He looks that one in nicely. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They have lost football games this year, and so also...
All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Beavers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The big tight end, always able to make the defense pay.
And tight ends have evolved so much in football. And these guys are like wide receivers now, and you see why. Got the athletic ability, the big bodies, throw it to them and make big plays for you.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Freeman. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Snags a quick pass on the left. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And an empty backfield here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Unloads it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Feeling some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cougars are in the hurry-up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He caught it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Buying some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cougar! And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score. Washington State, 14, Oregon State.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping him from the 21. To the ground with the back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. The corners are walked up tight. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's McCoy. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense in the hurry up. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Escapes trouble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Quickly to the tight end. Shakes off the tackle. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Beavers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives. Sends it downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes the grab down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the bomb, the long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Alabama endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Bryant-Denny Stadium, and the Tide came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the 1st half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
A 10-yard
And when you run that screen, it takes a lot more time to develop because those offensive linemen, remember, they're going to block, release, and go get somebody. Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball a lot faster when you're running those screen plays.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Beavers send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking him 5 times.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Unloads it left. It's complete. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's got it on the right. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Right down the middle. It's caught. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and going for it all. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo!
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity to create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. They keep attacking through the air. Quickly complete. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Beavers! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
21.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This has been a track meet running up and down the field so far, Jesse.
It's amazing for this offense, right? Score a touchdown, go try to get a rest on the sideline. It feels like you blink and you're right back on the field having to go score another one, David. It just feels like it's going to be that kind of game.
Well, so which defense can kind of change their identity a little bit, get more aggressive? You're giving up yards and touchdowns anyways. Who can get a...
Looking to take a shot. Snags it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. A first down for the offense. To the air, it's Mateer. Pocket starts to collapse. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
You know, we're only in the first half of this football game, and already this offense has had tons of success throwing the football. The defense has to disrupt his rhythm, and they finally do there, getting the sack. They've given up 3 TD passes. Let's see if they can continue with the pass rush.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Washington State lines up quickly. receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Oregon State, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run it from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, they'll take to the air. Looking deep. And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB, and he throws a pick.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. Each of these 2 offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these 2 passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They ought to have some confidence based on that first half performance, but they certainly can't. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
To throw, it's Mateer. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Fast motion from the offense. On 4th down, looking to pass. He fires to the left side. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. They're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
He'll pull it on the read. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive pickup. The Beavers headed quickly to the line.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon State! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing the tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Trying to get to him. Shows him the stiff arm. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just never had a chance. They knocked him down for a loss of 5.
At 3rd and 2, you're usually thinking maybe something's going off tackle up the middle. They run the toss. How about the defense? Great job setting the edge, sprinting to the football, getting multiple hats there, getting the guy on the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
You always try as a player to say the weather means nothing. Cold is a mentality. It hurts, okay? The ball feels like a rock. It gets super hard. It's really hard for quarterbacks to grip that thing and make accurate.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there.
Afterburner's coming. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Beaver!
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Miami had a dominant win, the kind the folks in South Florida were used to in 2001, when Ken Dorsey, Clinton Portis, and Jeremy Shockey led the Canes to a national title. Talk about a special team. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Washington State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Washington State, 42, Oregon State.
That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Line getting set on 2nd down. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's McCoy. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. He'll be stopped at the 27, but it's a 15-yard gain.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar hawk. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Runs for the tackle. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick release by the QB. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He's brought down, but he's got enough to give Wazoo a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's looking for a man on second down. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he is corralled short of the line to gain. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. They're bringing heat. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Makes his connection. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. He wants to pass it on second down. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Shotgun snap on third down. Keeps looking downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Got a big paw on it, and the tip drill pick. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They've built a comfortable lead and trying to hang on for a week. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. Going up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Ripping through the defense. And the senior just... And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes to the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform